Well, it's day 17. I've just had my rest day in Mildura. I left there this morning at about 7:30. First thing I had to do was climb the Mildura Pass. A steep climb, but not too bad. The steepest part was actually coming out of the motel driveway to get back up onto the road. That pitched up at about 10%. The bike was fine, got the gears, but bit of a rude shock first thing in the morning, especially after a day off. It's now 9:45. I'm 40 k's down the road, so making good progress today, I guess, as you'd expect after a day off. Everything feels fine, the bike's going great, I feel good. The wind's just started to blow the wrong bloody way again. Just a little bit of a southerly that's occasioning to southwesterly, so a little bit of a headwind. But the forecast for later later this morning, and then all afternoon, is for a southeasterly to northeasterly. So that easterly component means assistance, so that's good. And then the next 2 days are very similar. There's an easterly component all day for the next 2, maybe even 3 days. So there's 2 or 3 days in which I'm hoping to get some good Ks. I'd like to get the Norseman in 3 days. I don't think that'll happen. It'll probably be 3.5 days. That's 500 kilometers away, so it's a little far. Unless, of course, that wind keeps blowing. So I'm going to have a coffee, a bit of chocolate, and about a 10-minute break, and then I'll hit the road again. It's now 11:15. I'm approaching 20 k's to Cockabiddy. So I've done approaching 70 k's and 30 k's since I had my first stop. The wind hasn't quite moved fully behind me. It's still very much a southerly coming across me from the left, but it's not hurting. Maybe it's helping a little, I don't know, I don't think so, but it's not hurting. So I'll be stopping soon. The aim is to stop at the 20k mark, so that'll break this morning up into 3 sections. The first being 40k, this section 30k, and the last section just 20. And looking at a road sign there, or a marker, looks like I'm 460 kilometers from Norseman. Okay, just when you thought you'd seen enough of me, I pointed the bloody camera at me. So look, I've just had the stop. I'm now maybe 18 kilometers from Cockabiddy. I brought from Mildura some rolls and some gear to make salad roll, so pretty well fed actually. I'm sure I'll still eat something at Cockabiddy. So it's been a good morning. Already almost 75 kilometers done. As I said, about 18 to go to Cockabiddy. That'll be half time. I'll have a real coffee, a nice hot coffee, and make sure my water bladder's full. I'm hoping to make Kaiguna tonight, but that'll be 167 k's for the day, and there's no guarantee I'll make that. A lot will depend on the wind. It's trying to come behind me, but it hasn't succeeded yet. It's still a crosswind, not hurting. So yeah, if every day went as well as today's gone, I'd probably already be in Perth. Well, it's still day 17. It's drawing to a close. My watch is saying 4:15. I'm not sure whether that's Perth time or Mildura time. As you can see on the road sign there on the left, Kaiguna is 20 kilometres away, and that's where I'm obviously shooting for. I've just hit 138 k's done. So by the time I finish, should I get to Kaiguna, it'll be 1:58. That'll actually be the furthest I've ever ridden. On my road bike I have a ride that's 155.5 kilometres, and that's the furthest I've ever ridden. A few days back, I think might have been the ride to Nullarbor. That was 153, and truck coming. So if I get to Kaiguna as planned, I guess that'll be a new personal world record. It's not been easy this afternoon. This morning was a bludge. It was very easy. This morning I didn't have to work particularly hard. The kilometres ticked by quite easily, but the wind, I think it has become a southeasterly as promised. The problem is the bloody road's not going west. The road's west-southwest, so about, at a guess, 250 degrees. That means the southeasterly is perpendicular. So it's been a crosswind. And what I thought would be a helping southeasterly has been a crosswind. So yeah, the speed's dropped way off. Instead of the low to mid 20s, it's, gosh, been down around 15 k an hour. That's fine, but it does mean that you're on the road a lot longer. I guess using energy you don't want to use, and then reducing your rest time at the end of the day. So having had the rest day yesterday, probably not, my legs probably aren't as fresh as they should be after the first day from a rest. But anyway, we'll see. I've eaten well today, drunk lots. The temperature hasn't been a problem. You can see it's very overcast. It has been all day, and that's been terrific. Yeah, it's been a pleasant ride. The scenery's been varied, as varied as it can be out here. So from that perspective, it's been great. The terrain has been gently rolling, and that's good. Gives the legs some different terrain to ride on rather than just flat all the time. So I've quite enjoyed that. I just got to get these last 20 k's done. But yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I'll be in before the sun's down, but not by a lot. Now, I'm not fussed on that, although I have good visibility still. My vest is very visible. Huge fluoro strips on it, so it should light up like a Christmas tree. Well, it's now 20 to 6. The sun is just setting. Let's see if I can quickly show some of it. The sun out to the right, just setting. I'm in the last kilometre to Laguna. It's just up ahead. Prefer not to be riding this late, but yeah. So the last 10 kilometres, as it's been getting darker, I've really been watching my mirror more than I have the road in front. I've bailed off the road a couple of times. Probably didn't need to, but better to be safe than sorry. If cars have their lights on, they'll see me no problem, but the problem is at dusk people tend to put their lights on at different times. So while one car may have its headlights on, which is great, another may not. That makes it harder for me to see them, but obviously harder for them to see me. So anyway, so I'm in the 158th kilometre. It'll be almost exactly 158 when I dismount. So that's the furthest I've ever ridden any bike in a given day. I've done 155.5 or maybe 10 times, I suppose, my long ride, but that's on the road bike. And that's about a 6-hour effort, or less than 6 hours. Whereas this has been, well, certainly 10 hours. Though hard to say for sure, because I don't know what my phone and watch are doing, whether they've automatically set to Perth time. There was a notice just a kilometre back saying to set times to Perth time. So I don't know what Apple's doing. I guess I'll find out. So I'm off the road, thank goodness. Not off the bike yet, so I guess I need to be careful this last few hundred metres. There's a couple of trucks here. Oh, max speed 10. Oh. Looks like they want me to slow down. That'll be the first time. That's good to be finished. So with that done, I've got about 360 to Norseman. I'll divide that up over 3 days. I think I've overshot. That's it.